For your Lexington Legends, number 26, Alex Hamilton. Your Lexington Legends are led by Eddie Brooks, pitching coach Chad Martin, bench coach Steve Chandler, Don Busey, and athletic trainer Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to direct your attention beyond home plate for the performing of our national anthem. Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Faith Rogers. And get on your feet and make some noise for your Lexington Legends. It is 78 baseball degrees out here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Up to bat for the Florence Yalls is number 6, the left fielder, Rodney Tenney. And on the mound for your Lexington Legends, number 26, Alex Hamilton.
Well, good evening and welcome into Whitaker Bank Ballpark. William Warfield here with you once again as we bring you Lexington Legends baseball here on the Legends Broadcast Network. It's the same two teams going at it one more time here today. The Florence Yalls taking on the Lexington Legends here in Lexington. And as you may have heard over the public address, Alex Hamilton out there on the mound for the Legends. And going around the bases, Cornett will be the catcher today. Clay Camp over at first base. Austin Newman over there at second base. Hairston is the shortstop. Drew Ellis playing third base. Morton out in left field. Revere in center field. And Winokur out in right field. The Yalls will send up Tenney, Baker, and Watley to lead things off here today. DeNicola, Spees, Pritchard, Piotnik, Belsky, and Hunley round out the lineup. So here we go. We're about ready for baseball here in Lexington. Again, Alex Hamilton, the starting pitcher for your Lexington Legends. And beautiful day here today at the ballpark, 75 degrees. It feels great out there. Wind pretty much non-existent right now. And we are excited for this one. So here we go. Rodney Tenney will lead things off for the Florence Yalls. I want to welcome everybody watching on all the social media platforms. You guys are getting a treat here today once again as we bring you this game in 1080p HD. And you guys get to hang out with me, the King of Stream. So Rodney Tenney digging in from the left side. And the first pitch comes at 5:07 p.m. It's a ball, one ball, no strikes here to Rodney Tenney. Tenney will dig back in, and that pitch by Hamilton missing off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes as Hamilton working quickly on the mound on those first 2 pitches. Corners playing in, the up the center playing out here on Rodney Tinney. 3 balls, no strikes. Hamilton has not found the strike zone just yet on those 3 pitches. Joe Allen behind the plate doing the high home camera. Elliott over there at first base, and we got a ghost man at third today. And Tinney draws the walk. We'll get you a good look here. Rodney Tinney. Alex Hamilton wearing that number 26 jersey. There you see Tinney with a nice lead over at first. And Hamilton will fire over to first. Alex Hamilton from Jackson, Kentucky, played for Breathitt County High School and also Eastern Kentucky University. The pitch to the plate, that one outside the ball. Will Baker at the plate for the Yalls. Also, Alex Hamilton played for the Bakersville Train Robbers over in the Pecos League. Old West. As he throws over to first again, Tinney back on the bag. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Get a good look at Will Baker. And the pitch to the plate here, that one in there for a strike. 1-1 here to Will Baker. Brewers leading the Cubs in the bottom of the 8th right now, 6-5 for those fans that are tuning in. We got a lot of Milwaukee prospects here playing once again here today. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count under beautiful sunshine here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Lots of clouds out in the outfield sky, though. Pitch to the plate here. It's up high, and the count goes 2 balls and a strike. Hamilton having a rough time finding the strike zone. Just thrown 1 strike, and he's had 7 pitches so far. Big swing and a miss as Will Baker helps him out a little bit. Crowd asking for Hamilton to finish Will Baker. Let's see if he does. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here at the ballpark as Hamilton steps off the rubber. Pitch to the plate, that one upstairs. The count full here to Will Baker. Hamilton might have worried a little bit too much about Tinney over there at first. Whiteley on deck for the Yalls. Nobody out, top of the first inning of play. This pitch lifted foul behind the netting here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. I want to thank Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. Mingy Beef Jerky, also the title sponsor, our title sponsor on our network with Prep Spin. I want to thank them for all that they do for us, the Mackley family, and all those great folks over at Mingy. Bluegrass Orthopedics, the official sports injury medicine provider of Prep Spin. I want to thank them as well. That pitch upstairs, so back-to-back walks for Hamilton. So runners on first and second, nobody out.
Now the shortstop, number 7, Kevin Watley.
And Cornette went out there to just kind of talk things over with Hamilton. He may be on different wavelengths there with the signs, possibly. Runners on first and second for the Yalls. That's Tinney out there on first and Will Baker on second. And Watley, the fine shortstop for Florence, at the plate. This one lifted opposite field, but it is foul. Slice foul down around the bullpen area. Whitaker going to have to walk over there and pick that baseball up because it came right back off that wall down in the corner, back onto the field. No balls and a strike here to Watley. The pitch. That one missing upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good crowd here once again today. Enjoying the sunshine, the cooler weather today. This pitch in there for a strike. It was a delayed reaction there from the umpire, but he rings him up for a strike. So 1-2 the count. Hamilton ahead of Watley. Kevin Watley making his pro debut. And that pitch inside the ball with the Florence Yalls, of course. He's played in, I believe, 12 games now or more. But Kevin, a pro baseball player, no doubt about it. Lots of fans watching. Lots of his friends and family, too. That one upstairs. The count goes full once again to the third hitter in the lineup, Kevin Watley. Hamilton in a stretch delivers to the plate, and that one's slapped out of bounds once again. Three balls, 2 strikes. That one missing, and 3 straight batters have been walked by Hamilton. And DeNicola will step up to the plate. Nobody out. Bases are loaded. That one fouled off. Messing with my guy up here in the press box. He's worked every game. He says he's tired today, so thought I'd mess around with him a little bit. Bases are loaded for the Yalls. It's 0-1 to count. Here's the pitch. This one lifted out to right field. It'll get a run home on the tag. Whitaker has got it. He'll bring the ball back into second base, but a run does tag and score for the Yalls as Tinney crosses the plate. And our score 1-0. The Florence Yalls. So Flo's on top. One down. Top of the first inning of play. Nicola with a sacrifice RBI. And here's Spees. Spees digging in. Got lefty versus lefty in this matchup. The curveball in there for a strike. There's the pitch. This one fouled out of play. Got some rain in the area, but it's not here yet. Whitaker Bank Ballpark. But it does feel great out there. 75 degrees. And the pitch straight back. 0-2 the count. So Hamilton ahead of Spees. Pritchard on deck for Florence. But you got runners on the corners. Runners on the corners for the Florence Yalls. Curveball. And we have a runner taking second there. Call at the plate was a ball. So now runners on second and third. And 1-2 the count. 1-2 your count. Pitch. This one on the infield. It's going to be handled by Hairston. Throws over to first. And that's 2 down. Another run crosses the plate for the Florence Yalls. So it's 2-0 Florence. And that's Pritchard coming up. Pritchard's got the classic mustache, if you will. Kind of looks like he's definitely in law school or something. The pitch. That one inside. You know what I'm talking about. The classic, mustache. Yeah, like the classic, you know what I'm talking about. 2 balls, no strikes. This one on the outside edge, so that's a strike. 2 runs have crossed the plate already for the Florence Yalls. This pitch back to Hamilton, who gloves it, and he'll toss it over to first base to Clay Camp for the out. But 2 runs cross the plate. The Florence Yalls leave 1 on, and that'll do it. The Legends coming up to bat. Revere, Hairston, and Winokur due up for Lexington when we return. Ben Revere going to lead things off here for the Lexington Legends. William Long watching today said, did you happen to call Hoptown versus TK Stone in 2016? That would have been the Kentucky Middle School Football Association playoff semifinals. I was the guy. Yes, sir. Football not my forte, but yeah, I sure was. Appreciate you tuning in, and good memory there. 2-0 Florence leading the Lexington Legends, but Ben Revere going to step up to the plate, see if he can do something about it. Rita Unitas, of course, watching today, cheering on Ben, wishing that he was with Philadelphia once again. Robert Albert says, let's go Harrison DeNicola. And Jack Long also rooting on Lexington. So here's Ben Revere. Revere spent many seasons in the majors. He's still a free agent. 2-0 right now, the score. The first pitch to Revere, missing inside, 1-0 the count. Marty Anderson, the pitcher for Florence. Pritchard behind the plate. Belsky, the first baseman. Baker at second. Watley over at shortstop. Hunley at third. Tenney in left field. Piotnik in center. And Spees in right field for the Florence Yalls. That pitch in there, a strike to Ben, 2-1. You're watching the game live in high definition on social media here today. And, of course, we got a nice crowd here in attendance as well as Revere with a base hit. So just like that, Ben is on. That'll bring up Devin Hairston to the plate as Revere leads things off with a single. Marty Anderson taking his time. Harrison at the plate. Revere over on first. Anderson will deliver to the plate. This one outside the ball. Sherry Hurt says, let's go Legends. Corky Beeb, or BB, says thank you. Thank you. Robbie Rowland. I'm not sure if he's pitching today for us or not, to be honest with you. 1-1 to count. This one slapped out of play. Souvenir for the fans in attendance. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss there by Harrison, and he's retired on strikes. First strikeout for Marty Anderson. But here's Winokur, who had a hot bat yesterday, going yard with a 3-run shot. Winokur went Pepsi party deck yesterday out there in right field. Got an opportunity for a 2-run shot here if you can get some wood on it. Throw over to first. As Anderson checking on Ben Revere. See Claude Moochie Farmer watching again tonight. We got the Cowboy Bob Orton on the public address today. Jack Haynes taking a day off and Cowboy Bob Orton up here. 0-1 to count. Anderson. Studying Revere there. Delivers to the plate. Check swing by Winokur, and it's fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Get a dark cloud settling in above Whitaker Bank Ballpark, but no rain yet. Knock on some wood. The 0-2. And the pitch in there. Strike three looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Marty Anderson. And Ellis, the next batter in the lineup for the Legends. So Drew Ellis, the third baseman. Drew's due, you know. Drew is due. The first game he hit one the first game that he played, he hit one off the center field fence. Or wall, I guess we should call it. Hit one out there above that. It's really about as hard as a hit baseball he had. Well, actually, I take that back. He did hit a home run, too. I forget about that. He had a home run as well in one game. That was over in the bleachers in left field. Ellis yet to see his first pitch until now, and it's upstairs for a ball. Dennis Pelfrey watching today. He says, "Go Freedom." Well, it's really the Yalls, Dennis, but Freedom, I believe, is playing up there in Florence this afternoon. Remember, we got two teams for each organization, the Lyendas and the Legends for Lexington, and the Freedom and the Yalls for Florence. 2 balls, no strikes to count here to Drew Ellis. Ben Revere over on first base. Bottom of the first, 2-0 Florence. They got out ahead. The pitch as Revere goes, the hit and run was on, and it's popped up and caught out in right field by Spees. That pop-up kept flowing and flowing out there. It looked like it didn't want to come down there for a while. Of course, the wind blowing that direction as well. So I guess once you get up in the air that high, it's maybe a little bit different with the wind, but. We're going to go to the top of the second here in Lexington. Our score 2-0. The Florence Yalls lead the Lexington Legends. Piotnik, Belsky, and Hunley due up when we return. Top of the second, Piotnik, Belsky, and Hunley due up for the Florence Yalls. This one back to the pitcher again, Hamilton. Deflects off of him. Harrison has the play, but he could not get it over in time to get the out. Played it off of the deflection by Hamilton, but just not in time. Look at that again on the Kentucky Transportation instant replay. You're going to see it right back off the glove of Hamilton, and it was a good call by the first base umpire. Indeed safe. So Belsky at the plate. The pitch upstairs. Michael Shane Lowe watching today. Looks like he's putting you all a phone number in the chat for his pressure washing business. That bitch. Yeah, we'll make sure to send that pressure washing business a bill there, Michael. Or you got to come over here to the stadium and clean some spots for us. 1-1 to count. The pitch, big swing and a miss. 1-2. Florence got out on top. It was 3 walks in a row and then an RBI by Spees. Sacrifice RBI by Spees that got the first run in, and then from there Piotnik with a base hit. I'm sorry, I take that back. Spees with the RBI. DeNicola was the man that got the base hit that allowed the other run to score. So 1-2 and a strike 3 as Belsky goes down. So 1 down here in the top of the second. And it is Florence continuing to lead here 2-0 with a runner on first base. Pitch to the plate, that one outside. This pitch upstairs, a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. This is Hunley, the third baseman for the Yalls, at the plate. The pitch as the runner goes, hit and run on. This one popped up on the infield, so the runner will head back to first. And finally, Winokur able to make the play in short right field. That ball stays up there a long time. That's the second time we've seen that so far tonight, when you get a pop-up that looks like it's going to be a can of corn on the infield that's made its way out to the outfield. And you can look, well, you can't really see on your monitor, but I'm looking out the press box window, and the wind has picked up here, and it's blowing that direction. So it's blowing from left field all the way across to right field right now, and that could play a little bit of havoc out there with that baseball possibly. Not quite Wrigley Field type wind, but we definitely got some good current out here in the wind. On 1 to count. 2 down, top of the second. The pitch to the plate, that one upstairs. So this is Tenney again, as Tenney's looking at a 1-1 count. Drew a walk his first at bat. And the strange thing about it was the first 3 batters we went full count on before we walked them. So a lot of pitches that Alex Hamilton pitched there in that first inning of play. Pitch to the plate here. This one fouled out of play, so the count will go 1-2 to Tenney. Rodney Tenney, just a monster at the plate offensively. He's had a great series here. Not only this series, but when we recount a couple of games back when the Yalls were here in Lexington, he also had a great series then as well. Here's the 1-2. Big pitch there. It gets past Cornett. And the runner now looking to third. Cornett's going to fire to third, but it's way upstairs. So going from first to third is Piotnik. Piotnik goes all the way from first to third on that pass ball there. I'll show you a close-up of Piotnik again. I still think he kind of looks like Bryce Harper a little bit. This one, a chopper high up on the infield. And how about the play there by Alex Hamilton? He had to turn around and fire it kind of like he's doing a pitch there and able to get it over to first base in a hurry to get his man. So no runs crossed the plate there for the Yalls. We still remain at 2-0. Florence with the lead. But Lexington going to send the heart of the lineup up to the plate when we return. Marty Anderson continues his warm-up tosses out there on the mound for the Florence Yalls. Now we're going to send up Cornett, Claycamp, and Schuler up to the plate here in this bottom of the second. You're watching the game live here on the Lexington Legends Broadcast Network. And the dark cloud continues to move high above us. But not to worry, we got some bright skies right behind it. So Dalton Cornett in the box. And here we go. A pitch from Anderson in there on the outside edge for a strike. Marty Anderson, a fine pitcher for the Florence Yalls. I'll give you his line after this base hit that makes it through. So base hit for Cornett. And Claycamp would be next. But Marty Anderson, we talked about him the first time we saw him pitch here just a week or two ago. But he plays for the Batavia Mud Dogs. And he's from Bainbridge, Georgia. Stands in there at 6'1", 180. That's Marnie Anderson for you. He's definitely got some talent out there on the mound. He has to deal with a runner on first, however. And here is Claycamp, Sam Claycamp. Looks at the first pitch outside corner for strike. Cornette over at first. Having a little conversation over there with Belsky. Belsky, you should have saw his face whenever Revere was on the bag over at first, and they were having a conversation. I think he was in heaven over there. Anderson going to deliver to the plate. That one outside of ball. 1-1. Big guy, Jacob Schuler, on deck. We had some fans yesterday in the chat says Jacob reminds them of John Kruk. Jesse, little Crucky in him, yeah. This one fouled out of play, and it does make it into the drinking area here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Is that still called the stables over there? So we still call it the stables. When we're not in pandemic mode, we normally have some live music out there on the patio, and lots of fans like to watch the game from there. And pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Donald Foster watching today. Laura Taylor watching today as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. She said she got her audio fixed. That pitch, a swing and a miss. Kind of fooled Claycamp a little bit. He's down on strikes. It's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Anderson so far. We recruited us a cowboy today to do the public address. Jack Haynes, I heard him as I was walking through the ballpark today. I was like, man, Jack's doing a really good job. And I come up here and I find this guy in his Stetson hat doing his thing. Here's the pitch. That went in there for a strike. 0-1 to count, 2-0. Florence leading the Lexington Legends. I heard the White Sox today hit back-to-back-to-back-to-back home runs. That is amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. One to count here at the plate to little John Kruk. Schuler in there. Good thing he's not facing Randy Johnson, though, right? Ooh, nice pitch in there from Anderson. That's one of the memories that always stands out is Kruk facing Randy Johnson in the All-Star game. You guys remember that? He was scared out of his mind. Yeah, he would definitely didn't want to get in the box. Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll give you guys some Major League updates here in just a little bit. I'll probably do that in between innings. But wanted to let you guys know about the White Sox and those 4 home runs in a row, which is just insane. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can you imagine how the pitcher felt? One ball, 2 strikes. They were playing the Cardinals, right? They're playing. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense because the Cardinals had to call up like 15 people from their reserves. Yeah, they had to call like 15. Yeah, so they say it may have been a young guy that was pitching to some major league talent there. That two balls, two strikes to count here to Schuler. Schuler's got a home run so far this season. I've seen and I remember him hitting that right underneath the video board in left center. This one driven out, but foul. Just keeps slicing. And it made its way over there into the fun area here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Well, I mean, every area is fun, but I'm talking about the kids' fun area. So the guy that was pitching for the Cardinals was Ramirez, and that was his major league debut. 2/3 of an inning, 6 runs on 6 hits, 4 home runs. Oh, man. That's a rocky start. This one right back up the middle. Schuler got a base hit. It was a good effort by Baker, but couldn't make the play. And now extending the extra base there and sliding in at third is Cornette. Cornette goes from first to third on that base hit. He was off and running. The hit and run was on. And honestly, Cornette may have scared Baker just a little bit out there, or at least startled him a little bit. Because Baker normally makes plays like that even when they're behind the bag. But runners on the corners, that's the good thing for the Legends. And the go-ahead runs at the plate with Austin Newman. So Newman digging in. Newman swinging on the first offering. It's a high infield fly. And then he's going to be retired by Watley, who squeezes that one. So it's 2 down. But here's Bud Morton. I'm going to send a shout out to his sister Celeste watching down in Atlanta. The ATL in the house. Bud Morton from West Jessamine High School in Morehead State. Looks at that first offering in there for a strike. Ben Revere on deck. Should Morton get on? Morton's got a good eye at the plate, so he'll make them pitch to him. Marty Anderson. He'll make them pitch to him. Let's see what Anderson's got here. That one on outside off the plate. So the count now goes 1-1. Schuler over at first base. Cornette over at third. Runners on the corners for the Legends. 2 down. Bud Morton at the plate. Looks at that pitch in there for a strike. So Morton in the hole now, 1-2. Big pitch coming up here from Anderson, because you don't want to allow Ben Revere to come up with runners on. Morton, the last hitter in the lineup for the Legends, and then we'll flip it back to the top. Pritchard way down low here. And Morton chases after it and misses it. Strike 3. And a big pitch, big out there for Anderson. So we'll head to the top of the third here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Our score remains 2-0 with Florence Yalls on top. So Will Baker will lead things off here for the Florence Yalls in the top of the third inning of play. Baker, Watley, and DeNicola going to be up for the Yalls. So we're looking at 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. And our pitcher out there, Alex Hamilton. We had mentioned earlier that Alex got that pitch on the outside edge for a strike, but Alex is from Jackson, Kentucky, so he's down there around the Hazard area, and went to Breathitt County High School and also played for Eastern Kentucky University, but he played for the Bakersville Train Robbers. How about that for a minor league team? They're all, if I remember right, they got like the bandana, so they were socially, what's the right word that I... Yeah, I wouldn't say socially distanced, but it would be acceptable in today's world now, once again, the train robbers with their bandanas over their face, right? 1-1 to count. There's the pitch. That one fouled out of play. Yeah, people freak out if they don't see you wearing a mask right now in public, and then a year ago, people freaked out if they saw you wearing a mask in public. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here to Baker. Swings and misses, and how about that? Cornett hung on to the baseball as he was able to. That was a pitch that was nasty inside. Cornett hung on to it, and it was just a bad pitch there for Baker, but he went after it anyway. So strike 3, we'll take it. Watley now stepping up there. Kevin is quite the star. I praise him quite a lot on these broadcasts because he's really got the talent. But he played in the Frontier League for the Florence Freedom. But he's from up there in Seattle, Washington. But when you're talking about a great athletic guy that's out there at shortstop that can do just about everything you ask him, it's this guy right here. 1 ball, 1 strike to count, as that one was a long foul ball out of play. So 1-1 to count. This ball ripped out to right field. Going back out there is Winokur, and he's going to look up and watch this one sail over the wall out there and onto the Pepsi party deck. It caught the blue on the blue cover on the Pepsi party deck. And like I said, this guy's just got major talent. Kevin Watley of the Florence Yalls. That's a guy that you're going to see at the next level for sure. 3-0 Florence. That solo shot from Watley. DeNicola up there for a second time today. He's seeing the ball well today. The lights come on here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We've got some dark skies up above us, some dark clouds, but it's not doing anything yet as far as rain goes. But the lights are on here at the ballpark, thanks to the Kentucky Coal Association. One to count here to DeNicola. DeNicola, the designated hitter in the lineup tonight. Check swing, foul ball. On the count, 0-2. temperature look out there right now? It actually warmed up according to the baseball out there. I know at the start of today's game we're at 75 and it's reading 80 out there right now. So 1-2 the count. One down. We're in the top of the third. 3-0 our score. The Florence Yalls leading the Lexington Legends. My pitch upstairs. Have you made the tweet yet? There's a cool tweet on the Lexington Legends Twitter account. You guys check that out and put your guesses in. But some interesting news developing here in Lexington. This one high up on the grass in shallow right field. It's caught. And a great job there by Austin Newman. 2 down.
How about a correct fielder, please?
Spees. Now back up there. First pitch swinging, and it's going to be in left field, and what a nice play out there that time by, that was Ellis. Drew Ellis brought that one in for us. Ellis, the third baseman. He covers a lot of ground out there, and he gets a great jump on balls just like that. So 1 run crosses the plate. It was a solo shot by Kevin Watley that got it done here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. 3-0. Florence. We'll be right back. The Legends going to lead things off with Revere, then Harrison and Whitaker as we return. So here's Ben Revere stepping up to the plate once again for Lexington. Ben Revere drew a walk his first at bat. He's back up there now, so let's see what he can do. Marty Anderson, the pitcher for the Florence Yalls, doing a great job here today. Anderson's got 4 strikeouts in the ball game. He's allowed 2 base hits and given up 1 base on ball here today to Ben Revere. His team's up 3-0. 0-1 the count here to Revere. That pitch outside, 1-1 now the count. I said a base on balls to Revere. Revere actually got a base hit his first at bat. That pitch. And Revere retired as that one right down the first base line. Anderson actually giving up 3 hits. Here's Hairston. That pitch just about ate Hairston up there. It was inside and just about got him. 1-0. That pitch hits the outside edge for a strike. The 1-1. This one put in play. Hairston slips as he comes out of the box in an easy play. Baker over to Belsky.
Now, for your Lexington Legends, the right fielder, number 9, Matt Whitaker.
Matt Whitaker struck out his first at bat. He's back up there. Florence on top, 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning of play here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. That pitch, Whitaker lifts it up. It may be playable for the 3rd baseman coming over, and it's off the dugout and into the crowd. Check out the nice little crowd we've got here today at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. How cool is that? Whitaker ready to roll. Anderson ready to deal. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Sally Frank, thank you so much for your comments about Kevin Wiley. Kevin's motto is whatever it takes. He's definitely going for his dream. And yes, ma'am, he definitely looking good out here. And I could definitely see him playing at the next level for sure. Somebody's going to scoop him up quick. That pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Charlie Turner says Alex Hamilton holds a few Kentucky high school pitching records. This one on the ground but foul. Ryan and Deborah Spees from St. Louis is watching Blaze Spees today. Ryan and Deborah, thanks for tuning in. Here's the 1-2. This one sent right back up the middle and a base hit for Whitaker. He's going for 2. It's a heck of a throw back in, and he's caught. Try to extend it out, and Whitaker caught. There's Piotnik out there in the outfield with a nice cannon. Was able to get Whitaker. Watch this again. So watch Piotnik get to it ever so quickly. And throw in. Let's look at this slide. There's the tag right there. Yep, got him. All right, well, we'll go to the top of the fourth. Here in Lexington, it's still 3-0. The Florence Yalls on top of the Lexington Legends here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark in a beautiful, it was a good stop over there by Ellis. The throw over to first, and he could not make the play. They're having some in-between innings fun here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, but here's what just happened. You're going to see the first pitch, and you're going to see Ellis make a nice diving catch. Or diving stop, we should say. But the throw over. 3-0 is our score right now, 3-0. Florence on top. They got a runner out there on second. As Spees got on with that base hit. And Pritchard at the plate. Two balls and a strike. This one high but playable too. Our good guy over there, Austin Newman, makes the play. Austin Newman at second makes the play.
Now the first baseman, number 21, Kevin Belsky.
And Belsky stepping in. That one foul. So Pritchard out there on second base. Belsky at the plate. A pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 to count here to Belsky. And it's actually 0-2. He fouled the first offering off. 0-2. That one just missing. Big swing and a miss. Sabelski down on strikes for a second time today.
There's another strikeout for your Legends. We got underneath the left field video board. There's another K out of the Lexington Clinic A-meter. And another $5.
And this will bring Hunley up.
Brown Alzheimer's Association, courtesy of Central Bank. Now back to third baseman, number 2, Dakota.
Wind has shifted a little bit of directions here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. That one fouled out of play. So the wind now coming from left center field, blowing towards the third base bag. It was blowing the other direction a little earlier. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 now the count to Hunley. Hunley is first at bat. He flied out to right field. Hunley calls for time. That one fouled off. Great crowd watching baseball here today.
Oh no, he's an error. That's right.
Alex Hamilton, our pitcher, on the mound. Checking the runner out at second, delivers to the plate. Big swing and a miss, and Hamilton able to strike out another one. And our score remains 3-0. Florence will head to the bottom of the fourth here in Lexington. The Legends looking to add some runs. Ellis, Cornett, and Claycamp due up for your Legends when we return. Ellis going to lead things off for Lexington in the bottom of the fourth. The Legends have yet to get a run here today. Ellis could do that with one swing of the bat. Flying out to right field is first at bat. This pitch, check swing, strike. One ball, one strike. William Warfield, the king of stream, here with you as we bring you Lexington Legends baseball here on the Legends Broadcast Network. Two balls and a strike. That pitch was pretty right there. Marty Anderson pitching a gem so far. There's the 2-2. That one inside. Ellis with a good eye. Count now full here to Drew Ellis, the third baseman. Made a nice diving stop over there at third base earlier. This pitch fouled out of play. Another souvenir for a lucky fan here today. The 3-2. Another foul ball souvenir. Kids are trying to get to it here at Whitaker Main Ballpark. This one ripped down the left field line, but foul. Ellis had to go get another bat as he thinks he might have broke his last one. Anderson will step off the rubber as Ellis backs up a little bit. Back in there. Big pitch from Anderson against a tough hitter. This one fouled out of play. Ellis making him work. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. It's Cornett up next. Dalton Cornett digging in from the left side. Marty Anderson's pitched a heck of a game today for the Florence Yalls. And pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Pitch missing down low, 1-1. Dalton Cornett. Dalton from Manchester, Kentucky, played for Alice Lloyd College. Swing, and that one fouled off. That one right up here, almost in our press box. One ball, one strike. And pitch outside. The 2-1. Count now, 3 balls, 1 strike. Dalton Cornett, Sam Claycamp waiting on deck for the Legends. You guys are watching the game live here on the Legends Broadcast Network. William Warfield here with you, the King of Stream. And my guy Jacob on video boards here today. This one out to left field. It's played. And Tinney able to make the play. Cornett flies out to left. There's Claycamp. Looks at the first offering a ball. That one in there for a strike. 1-1. Sam Claycamp. He's from Columbus High School in Indiana. Went to Franklin College. Two balls and a strike to Claycamp. And a pitch in there, strike 2-2. This one on the infield. Handled over there by Baker. Throws over to first to Belsky, and that'll do it for Claycamp and the Legends in the bottom of the 4th. We're going to head to the top of the 5th here in Lexington. Our score remains 3-0. Florence on top of the Lexington Legends. Cincinnati Reds former draft pick in 2013, the 11th round draft pick for the Reds. Ty Boyle is the new pitcher. Ty Boyles. He pitches to Rodney Tinney at the plate. And the first pitch in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. This pitch drilled out to left field. Going back for it and catching it is Bud Morton. Morton making the play. There's your brother out there, Celeste. Bud Morton. Will Baker. And he's going to dig in. That pitch in there for a strike. Boyles not playing around. That one down low. Two balls, no strikes. Top of the 5th here in Lexington. The Legends trail 3-0. Big swing and a miss. And count now 2-1 here to Will Baker. Make that 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that one just off the plate. Todd Boyles wearing that big number 36 jersey. Inside and ball 4. So we're going to have a runner on as Will Baker draws the walk. And Watley coming back up next. He's already got a solo shot tonight. Watley back up there. Hit a solo shot his last at bat. Went out there on the Pepsi party deck. Ball gets past the catcher cornet and the runner will take second. Baker went from first to second on that drop ball there. One ball, 1 strike to count. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. And he walks.
Now batting for Florence Yalls, the designated hitter, number
Watley
24,
walks.
Harrison, team call.
Nicola back up there now with runners on first and second. Big swing there. Could not catch up with the heat. It came in there at 91 miles an hour. The 0-1. That one gets past Cornett. That was a wild pitch there by Boyles. And the runners will advance to second and third. One ball, one strike. Make that 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Watching the game live here on the Lexington Legends Broadcast Network. This one sent right back up the middle. 1 run crosses the plate. Another one charging. And he will hold up at third. Now he's going to gum as that throw, as Cornett had to come up the line to try to catch the throw there. So 2-run score. It's 5-0. Florence on top of the Lexington Legends.
Now batting for Florence Yalls, the right fielder, number 18,
2-run score. So 1 down here in the top of the 5th, and it's 5-0 Florence. Florence just has our number this week. At least the last couple of games anyway. This one down to the first baseman. He got a glove on it. Has to pitch over to Boyles, but not in time. Runner will be safe, so you got runners on first and third.
Now batting for Florence Yalls, the catcher, number 9, Jackson Pritchard.
And this is Pritchard back up there. Jackson Pritchard. That one clocked in there at 88. One ball, 1 strike. Check swing, and he did go around the home plate umpire said. So it'd be 1-2. Two balls, two strikes. Full count. Dodgers defeated the Angels today 8-3. And I take that back. It's in the bottom of the 7th, 8-3. The Dodgers leading the Angels. Boston and New York play tonight at 7. Ball 4. Gonna bring up Piotnik. Rays and Blue Jays tied at 5-all at the end of the 7th. And then they played a game earlier in the day. The Rays defeated the Blue Jays 3-2. Athletics defeated the Giants 13-2. And let's see here. Padres 4, Diamondbacks 2 in the bottom of the 7th. The Nationals 6, the Orioles 5. That's a final. Phillies defeated the Mets 6-2. The Indians defeated the Tigers 8-5. Astros took out the Mariners 3-2. And the White Sox defeated the Cardinals 7-2. And the Rockies defeated the Rangers 10-6. That's your Major League Baseball scores. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here at the plate to Piotnik. Pitch missing inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Big swing and a miss. And strike 3. That's 2 down. Here's Belsky. A pitch by Boyles off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Boyles came in there in relief of Alex Hamilton. Hamilton gave up 3 of those runs. Boyles have come in and given up 2 more. That pitch hits Belsky. There for a second, I thought Belsky was wanting to charge the mound, but with the bases loaded, that gets a run home. 6-0. Hundley coming up there. .92 mile an hour fastball. Missing, though, down low and inside. 1-0 the count. Boyles has been throwing heat. There's not a lot of movement on his pitches, though. I think that might be the problem, is there's no movement on those pitches. The 2-0. That one on the outside edge for a strike. Two balls, one strike to count. This one, a chopper down the third base line, and Ellis will hop on the third base bag, and that'll do it. But 3 runs across the plate for the Yalls. They lead the ball game 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th here in Lexington.
Lexington legend, the designated hitter, number 23, Jacob Schuler.
Jacob Schuler will lead things off here for the Lexington Legends as we head to this bottom of the 5th inning of play. Marty Anderson, his day is done. The young man did an outstanding job out there on the mound for the Yalls. And Schuler lifts this one high on the infield. It makes it out to the grass, and a nice play out there by Watley. But I believe they said Roger Bernal is the new pitcher. So here's Austin Newman up at the plate. Austin Newman. pitch in there, a strike. That one outside a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bottom of the 5th inning here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. 6-0 our score. That one fouled out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. And that pitch inside. The count goes 2-2. Foul back. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one down the third base line, but foul. This one lifted down the third base line, and it's going to be caught once again by Watley. Kids everywhere. And there's Bud Morton. Bud Morton digging in from the right side. Bernal's pitch upstairs. And that pitch upstairs as well. 3 balls, no strikes here to Bud Morton. For a strike, so 3-1. Morton looks at a strike there. He did not like the call from the home plate umpire. Precious and Bonisha Jackson watching again today. They loved them some Bud Morton. They watch him from down in the ATL as well. This one is a base hit for Morton. So Morton on.
Now for the Lexington Legends, the center fielder, number 12, Ben Revere.
And Ben Revere will step back up to the plate. Precious and Bonisha. They've watched every single game, I think, that's been played here. Toss over to first, but Bud back in time. Big swing by Revere. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. This one's sent back up the middle. Wiley has it. Will touch second, and that'll do it for the Lexington Legends there in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. 6-0. Florence all over the Legends right now. Austin Piensky is the new pitcher for the Legends, we're being told. Where's it, number 18 jersey? Let's check on that. Austin Dubsky, let's see, from Millard South High School in Murray State is where he attended, Murray State University. He's from Omaha, Nebraska. And, 2 balls, no strike to count. Pitch. That one in there for a strike. – 2-1. Dovsky out on the mound for the Lexington Legends, and it's 2-2 the count. And you got Tinney up at the plate for a fourth time tonight. You got Tinney, Baker, and Watley due up. William Warfield here with you, and I think the whole crew is tired today. I think the Legends are tired today. Florence come ready to play, though. This guy's putting on a show out there. This one right over to our second baseman, Newman. So Newman making the play. Back out top as we take you to look at the beautiful grounds here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark here in Lexington, KY. One ball, no strikes. One and one now the count. As that pitch in there for a strike as well. 1-2. Will Baker. Little check swing fouled off. One down here in the top of the sixth. 1-2 the count here to Will Baker. Dusky, the new pitcher for the Legends. That one, man, oh man. Just missing. That should have been strike three. The 2-2. That one definitely a ball. Full count here to Will Baker. This one on the ground. Ellis has it. He'll fire over to first, and he gets his man. Good play there by Drew Ellis. And Watley. Back up there. You're watching the game live here on the Legends Broadcast Network. Watley in the ball game tonight has had a great game. He's walked twice and hit a home run, a solo shot. That one in there for a strike. 2 down, top of 6. And Watley out there at shortstop's been phenomenal. Guy can play the field, he can hit, he puts down the bunt here, and he will be on for a 4th time today. Watley with an infield hit. I'm going to go ahead and say he the real MVP today.
Now batting for the Florence Yalls, the designated hitter, number 24, Harrison Nicole.
All right, back out top here as we are in a 6-0 ball game. Joe Allen, our camera guy, he's went through about 5 pops and 2 things of nachos since this game started. He loves that ballpark food, don't he? One to count. The pitch. Runner was going. This one fouled out of play. Watley was off to the races. Give a shout out to Moesha watching today as well. Moesha. She said that's her man out there on the mound, Dubsky. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Dubsky sets down.
There's another strikeout for your Legends. Look out underneath the right
Nicola.
video board. That's another day out into the Lexington.
All right, so we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. It's 6-0 Florence on top. Legends trying to find some runs. We'll be right back. Devin Hairston will lead things off for the Lexington Legends. So Hairston stepping up to the plate. Hairston, Winokur, and Ellis due up for the Legends here in the bottom of the sixth. William Warfield here with you as we bring you this game live on the network. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. This one over to Whiteley. Picks up, fires over to first. Yes, sir. One up, one down. Whiteley again with the handles. Winokur gonna come back up there. There's Winokur looking at the first pitch, the first offering in there for a strike. Pearson, the new pitcher for Florence. 0-1 count here to Winokur. Kenny Pearson is 6'4", 225 from Sheffield Lake, Ohio. And he played for the Salina Stockade of the Pacific Association. Two 2-1 count. And that one in there for a strike. 2-2. Winokur wants that pitch back. This one fouled out of play. Two balls, two strikes. This one down the third base line, hook and foul, and oh! A great try over there by Hunley, who almost came up with that baseball. Put this on the video board out there. I'm gonna watch Hunley. I'll slow it down. I'll watch it again here in just a second. I'm gonna throw it up there one more time. Alright, we'll go back to it again here in a little while. Two balls, two strikes. This game live here on the network and hit by pitch. So there's Drew Ellis. Drew Ellis trying to walk it out. Actually, Winokur trying to walk it out. He's the one that got hit by the baseball, right? So Drew Ellis at the plate, at the dish, if you will. That one in there for a strike. Pitch down low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bottom of the 6th, 1 down. Runner on first. It's Winokur at first for us. And at the plate, Drew Ellis. Ellis, this one's on the infield. First baseman will handle it. And we'll have the runner out on second base. 2 down. Dalton Cornett back up there. Angela says that was Harrison Merck on the mound. I'll tell you what, somebody needs to call Florence and tell them to fix their rosters. We got different guys with different numbers and everything, and it just doesn't make no sense on those pitchers. It's just the pitchers. It's nobody else, but just the pitchers. I mean, my goodness, how hard is it to get those rosters right? That's my 2 cents. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that one was put into play and handled perfectly by the Florence Yalls. We'll head to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Tommy Warner going to be our new pitcher in the ballgame for the Legends as we head to this top of the 7th here in Lexington. Tommy Warner. And Tommy, 5'11", 185 from Katy, Texas. Went to Lafayette High School and University of Kentucky as well. And this is where he's at. Yeah, sorry about getting the picture wrong for the Florence guy, the Merck kid that came in there and did outstanding. But I got to be honest, man. The rosters that we're given, we got zeros on them for most of those guys, and then some of the numbers are just plain out wrong. I don't like making excuses, but I mean, come on. Top of the 7th. Pitch in there for a strike. We got, looks like we recruited a camera operator for home plate. That is way, way back. Joe had to go. I mean, really had to go. 6-0 our score. Florence on top of Lexington. Top of the 7th. The pitch outside just a little bit. Glad we can bring you the baseball live here on the network. The 2-1. Three balls and a strike. Full count. And ball 4. Gonna be giving up there.
Not out into Florence Yalls. The catcher number 9, Jackson Pritchard.
So there's Pritchard. Six to nothing our score. Florence leading the Lexington Legends. Pritchard at the plate. This one just over the second baseman's head. Out to the outfield. Runner will go all the way to third, and the throw comes in there, but he's safe. Wow. What a heck of an arm out there by Winokur in right field for the Lexington Legends. But runners will be on second and third here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark for the Florence Yalls. Six to nothing our score, top of the 7th. And we're going to have an argument over there by Coach Eddie Brooks. I don't know if he's arguing the tag over at third. Put this up on the big video board out there and we'll replay it so he can see it, and maybe he'll chew into watch this. Yeah, it looked like he was safe over there. 6 to nothing our score, top of the 7th. Big swing and a miss. Piotnik at the plate. Swing and a miss there. Well, the NFL talking about starting up still. Jacob, who do you got? Joe said he's taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. Baker Mayfield with the MVP in the next 5 years, huh? 0-2 the count. That one in there. Strike 3 looking to Piotnik. Piotnik down on strikes. Warner had his number there. Yeah, Joe messaged me and said he's taking the Browns to go to the Super Bowl. I'm a Cowboys fan, but big swing and a miss. For all you guys out there watching today as well, who do you like? Who's your Super Bowl teams? Gotta think Tampa Bay would be in the conversation with Brady and Gronkowski down there. A pitch outside. 1-1. This game kind of got away from the Legends. Here in the top of the 7th. Florence with some hot bats today. That one down low. 2 balls and a strike. Anybody out there on Facebook? Holler if you hear me. The Twitter crowd is pretty live today. And the YouTube, oh man, that ate him up. That brother got hit just now, and he's gonna be walking down to first, but you know that one hurt. That one had to hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for Florence Yalls. Number 1, Rolando Gomez.
So you got a pinch hitter stepping in there for the Florence Yalls. And it's Rolando Gomez from Miami, Florida. He played for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Ronaldo. I think my hairdresser his name was Ronaldo. Matthew Blythe says he's watching. They're going to put him on or no? No, they just was exchanging baseballs. It was all 2 balls and a strike. Bases loaded for the Florence Yalls. Rolando. At the plate. Sally Frank says, got to go with the Seahawks and Russell Wilson. You know, Russell Wilson actually played on baseball on this field. Did you know that, Sally Frank? When he's with the Texas Rangers organization. Nice play over at first. And just shy of a double play. The force out was on at first. No, because the play was, the guy made the play at first. Clay can't touch first base first, so that takes the force out at second off.
Now batting for the Florence Yalls, the left-hander, number 6, Rodney Kennedy.
Matthew Blythe says, come on, don't go scoreless tonight. Talking about the Legends. I like, you know, Seattle's got a great fans up there, and just great stadium. It's a great environment. It's actually the loudest in football. Gotta like the Seahawks. Is Pete Carroll still the head coach up there? Yep. 7-0 to score. Florence adding another run here in the top of the 7th. Robbie Aller says, don't sleep on the Carolina Panthers. I was down in Charlotte when UK went to the bowl game, I was down there for that one, and that was a nice little stadium they got there in Charlotte for the Carolina Panthers. I like it because you buy one drink and you get refills. I like that. Carolina Panthers understand their fan base. You buy one drink and you get as many refills as you want. Yeah, Russell Wilson played here when he was in the Texas Rangers organization because he's a dual sport athlete. He could have went the pro baseball way, but it kind of worked out there in Seattle for him, right? Pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Yeah, Hayden Stam says the Cowboys. Come on, man. I've always been a Cowboys fan. I always have. Janelle Henry says, wasn't Arrowhead Stadium louder than the Seahawks Stadium? I mean, maybe so. It is pretty loud in Kansas City too, I've heard. But Seattle was the place. We're going to head to the bottom of the 7th, folks. Arrowhead's kind of outdoor and open, you know what I mean? Where Seattle's stadium is just beautiful. I don't know. We'll be right back, folks. Hayden Stam says, what do you think about the Florence Freedom scoring 20 runs today against the Landis? I think Florence has had our number so far in this Bourbon Trail is what I think. I mean, they have had some hot bats. Freedom came in here last week and, I mean, just pounded the snot out of the baseball here in Lexington. I think they scored 24 runs one game against us. In baseball, it looked like a football score, right? That was a tough game to call from a broadcast perspective. 7-0 our score. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. The conversations on Facebook, if you guys want to get on Facebook and interact with us here, interact with me here on the air. I'm reading them, so that's usually what we do when we've got a game like this. 7-0 of Florence Yalls all over the Lexington Legends right now. Just a battle of the Bourbon Trail. William Warfield here with you. Joe Allen said he's taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. Sally Frank says you got to go with the Seahawks. And one guy's talking about the Carolina Panthers. Tampa Bay probably should get a little respect in that conversation, maybe. And I don't think you can count out New England. Didn't they sign Cam Newton up there? If he can just have a flash in the pan of what he was when he was a rookie, right? There's the 3-2. That one outside and a walk going to be drawn for the Legends. Play camp on, and Jacob Schuler at the plate. Jacob Schuler, little John Crock. Big swing and a miss. Sally wants to know what the temperature is here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark right now. We're at a very, very nice 77 degrees here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We started the game, it was 75. It climbed up to 80. And now we're under blue skies with 77 as the sun starts to set here in Lexington. And you got to love that kind of weather. I know we sure do. Hayden Stam says, was Dak throwing those touchdowns last week for the Freedom? Did the hand them off to Elliott? Ezekiel Elliott. Austin Newman up at the plate. Schuler down on strikes. Did they finally get Dak's contract right? I know they were working on Dak's contract. I don't know if Jerry paid the man or not, but big swing and a miss. Oh, 0-2 the count. Give a shout out to Jack Haynes watching tonight. We got Cowboy Bob Orton in here filling in for him today. And Elliott from ET behind the camera at home plate right now. That pitch missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Enzo says, "How you doing?" This one, it's going to be close to a double play, not quite there. They'll get 1 out of the deal. They'll force out at second. So that'll go down as a 6-4. Sally says she's coming here on the 26th, see what we can do about the humidity. Well, chances are, in 10 days from now, it'll probably be the what we call the dog days of summer, if you will. So you're probably going to run into some heat. It's probably going to be hot. Big swing and a miss. I guess we're used to it here, right? But now to us, when we go farther south, it gets a little warmer, right? To us, but yeah, the humidity. That's what gets you, is the humidity. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ain't no humidity worse than down in Georgia. Celeste Morton knows all about that. When it gets hot down in Atlanta, it's hot. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, bottom of the 7th. This one on the infield, handed over there by Hunley, and fires over to first, and that's going to do it for the Legends in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the top of the 8th here in Lexington. And the Florence Yalls still on top, 7-0. Well, Lexington going to send in Lincoln Hinsman, the Chicago White Sox draft pick, coming into pitch. Where's that number 22 jersey? No. Lincoln with the Birmingham Barons. So he's down in, I believe, is that AA for the White Sox, Jacob? I'm going to check. It's either high class A or AA. Yeah, I think that's where where Michael Jordan played when he did his minor league stint. I think he played in Birmingham. So here we go. Lincoln Hinsman, the former Lexington Christian Academy star. Well, the first pitch, and it was a dandy 91 mile an hour in there, and that was probably his changeup because the dude can throw some heat. Normally he hits 94, 97, somewhere around in there, between 94 and 97. Appreciate that, Hayden. 7-0 our score, top of the 8th inning here in Lexington. Lincoln Hinsman, the new pitcher for the Legends. This ball lifted out into left center field. Revere's calling for it, and he makes the play. Revere hasn't seen much action out there today in center. Not much at all. It's 7-0 Florence on top. One down in the top of the 8th. Hinsman going through the signs here with Cornett. Big swing and a miss. Watley's the guy that's at the plate. Kevin Watley, big day today. One ball, one strike. You guys, I know I told you earlier, but for those that may have not have heard earlier, since Lincoln Hinsman's on the mound and he's in the White Sox organization, did you all see or happen to hear that the White Sox hit 4 home runs in a row today? They faced a rookie pitcher making his major league debut, and they hit back-to-back-to-back-to-back home runs today against the St. Louis Cardinals. That's one team that and I apologize if we got some Cardinals fans on, but that is one team that I do not like is the Cardinals. And I'm just being honest as we get a Lincoln Hinsman strikeout. Because, and I'm open about this. I'm a big Cubs fan here. So it's just, I guess it's in my blood not to like the Cardinals, right? This one lifted out to right field. It will get down. It takes a hop off the wall. And a big throw coming back in the infield. And it's just going to be a long single. A long single for the Nicola. So here's Spees. Blaze Spees. How about this name? Blaze. I remember there was a lady that wrestled in the WWE named Alondra Blaze. This is pretty cool. Yeah, you remember she threw away the women's title on air when she jumped ship and went over to Monday Nitro. Do you remember that? There's the pitch. This one on the ground, and it's going to be a base hit. Gets past Ellis over there at third. It was an opposite field hit, just a little roller, simple thing. So you got runners on first and second for Florence. Sally Frank says, "You did not just say that." I think she's talking about me talking about the dog days of summer in the next 10 days. I think that's really when it starts up here. Is right there at the end of August. I mean, heck, we're getting ready to hit September for too long. One ball, no strike to count. Lincoln Hinsman, our pitcher out there. I want to give a shout out to Rhonda Hinsman. Robbie Albert says, "Attaboy, Harrison DeNicola." Yep. And Mary McCaffrey Hill says, "Way to go, Harrison." Seven to nothing, Florence leading Lexington. We have just not had a great day today at the plate. Lexington hasn't. And pitching's been off until Hinsman's come in. Pitching's been off a little bit. So Hamilton gave up 3 runs. He was our starting pitcher tonight. And then Boyles came in relief of Tommy, I believe. And then he gave up 3 runs. And then the last pitcher in the ball game for the Legends, he gave up a run. And now we got Lincoln in there. And Lincoln has runners on third and second right now. Tommy Warner, that's what I was thinking about when I said Tommy Warner. 3 balls, 2 strikes, count full. First base is open. That pitch gets past Cornett. A run will cross the plate. So we'll have runners on the corners, and it's 8 to nothing. Sally says, "Go Cubbies." She has an 8x10 glossy of Wrigley Field back in the 30s and 40s with entrance stands packed with all men in suits. And my father had them box seats. She said her father had box seats at Wrigley. That's pretty cool. I was just at Wrigley, I guess it's been 2 weeks ago. I went up to Chicago and I went to Wrigley. Matter of fact, they were playing the Kansas City Royals, and I had a hookup. Ryan O'Hearn, who played baseball here for the Lexington Legends, he came through here, and I went up there to check him out. I wanted to see him play against my Cubbies. So they said back in those days, no women were present in the stands. Hey, Sally, let me ask you this: how cool was it when you got to see like that movie A League of Their Own, because it takes you back? You remember when all the guys back in World War II went off to fight the war and the women saved baseball? That's actually a true story. The women played baseball while the men went off to the war back in World War II. I thought that was pretty cool. So there's really a history behind that movie. Blaze was named after a running back at Iowa State, University. Blaze Bryant. And she said, "And we hate the Cubs in St. Louis." Well, we hate the Cardinals as well. So, and we get to play each other next week. That's what I was saying. They were talking about the Milwaukee Brewers look like they ain't took a bath in days. So you got the Dirty Brewers playing the Cubs right now in Chicago, which they won 3 straight against the Cubs, unfortunately. And then you got next week the Nasty Cardinals coming in. So you got Dirty and then Nasty back to back. I'm just giving y'all a hard time. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here at the plate. I do like Paul Goldschmidt, though. That guy can play. This one fouled. That's pretty cool about Blaze being named after Iowa State University running back. Blaze Bryant. That name sounds familiar, too, Blaze Bryant. Sally said when they redid the wall at Wrigley, they sold the bricks for $25. All right, so Hinsman gets us out of the inning there. 1 run does cross the plate. It's 8-0. Florence. Hinsman with a strikeout there to end the top of the 8th. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 8th. The Legends need some runs here in Lexington. Well, we're going to have a new pitcher in the ball game for Florence. He wears number 35, but guess who 35 says on the roster? It says Marty Anderson. Well, Marty Anderson started the game tonight, so we know that's not him. So we start with the bottom of the 8th, and we just call him 35. So 3-5 out there on the mound. Nobody knows who he is, except for him, of course, and his teammates down there. So we're trying to find out. But he's got his pants all the way up above his knees. He's got his socks all the way out, so he's showing a little bit of his kneecaps there. Ben Revere is going to be his first batter that he faces. And Revere looks at the first pitch of ball. But check out, let me show you. Check out him here. Look at it. He's got his red socks all the way up. He shows his kneecaps, and he's got his pants rolled all the way up past his knee. That's something you don't see in baseball every day. He's trying to wear his baseball pants like shorts almost. Bottom of the 8th here in Lexington. Ben Revere looking at 3 balls, or actually 2 balls and a strike now. 2 balls and a strike. The umpire says that pitch did cross the plate. So 2 balls and a strike. 3-5 with the pitch. This one sent right back up there, and a nice stab there by Wally. Throws over to first. Got his man. And that right there was a heck of a play by Watley. My goodness, this guy's a pro baseball player. Somebody sign this kid. Give him a contract. Devin Harrison coming up to the plate. We're going to show you the replay of that one because Watley just made a heck of a play. I'm a Major League Baseball owner, I'd be saying, man, get my scouts out there and have them sign him up. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. His glove does it for you. But then you see his bat, and his bat is pretty daggone good, too. And Hairston, pretty quick. One ball, 2 strikes to count. That was a superb play. Superb play. Let's watch it again real quick while we got an opportunity. Watch this. Don't get no better than that. One, two, big swing and a miss. They say he fouled it off, is what they're saying. Should be 1 ball, 2 strikes. He fouled that one off. Big swing and a miss there, and that's going to be strike 3. It's 2 down.
Now back here, Lexington Legends, the regular number 9, Matt Whitaker.
And Whitaker going to step up there. Being told that the pitcher out there for Florence is Alex Wagner. Alex Wagner, the new pitcher. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Alex Wagner. This one lifted out to the left field, and nice play there. Guess who? Wiley's got it. Guy covers everywhere. All right, back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, we go to the top of the ninth. Robbie Ross Jr., the new pitcher in the ball game for the Lexington Legends. And Robbie Ross, drafted by the Texas Rangers, played for the Boston Red Sox as well. And this one will get through. First pitch, a base hit for the Florence Yalls. Hunley going to be up there now. Excuse me, Gomez. Gomez up there. Runner on first. Robbie Ross. That pitch. It's change up at 82. This one fouled out of play. The count remains 0-2 here to Gomez. Again, slice foul. Dominique watching tonight. Also Stanley Johnson watching tonight. Pitch from Robbie Ross. It was a 94-mile-an-hour heater. It's down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Nobody out here in the top of the ninth. Gomez at the plate. And that one inside. So Gomez draws the walk.
Now to bat for Florence Yalls. Number 6, Rodney Kane.
Kathy Johnson said, Lexington, you did your best. You guys played good. Better luck on the next game. Kathy, they have not played good tonight. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. The pitch in there for a strike. Florence, on the other hand, man, they've played great. But this is not. This is definitely not the best that the Legends can do here. This team is very, very talented. They're just not used to playing with each other, I don't guess. That one on the third base to Ellis, and the only play he has is over at first. Thought about going to second, but the only play he had was over at first. So 1 down.
Now batting for Florence Yalls, the second baseman, number 17, Will Baker.
It's going to be Will Baker coming up there. Will Baker ready to roll. The pitch from Robbie Ross. Outside edge for a strike. You got runners on second and third for the Florence Yalls. They lead the ball game 8-0 here in the top of the ninth. That one in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Robbie Ross wants to talk with the catcher, Cornett. We'll have baseball again for you guys Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there will be baseball played here again at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. So we hope to see some of you all here in Lexington. I think, if Kathy's got a good conversation going on here in the chat, but she says, yes, they are all talented, and so are all the guys. I think there's a couple guys out there that's obviously on another level. I think you got to put, and we're just talking about the guys playing here in Lexington today. I think Watley for Florence is top notch. I mean, that kid can play. Cover short, as good as anybody as I've ever seen. And then, of course, Ben Revere, that guy is awesome. This one lifted out to left field. It's going to be a short hopper in front of Morton out there. He comes in firing, and it's 9-0. Florence adds another insurance run here in the top of the ninth. But I think Watley and Revere on another level. They are just solid. Drew Ellis over there at third for us with his glove. He's really good too. I think you put him in that category. I like Bud Morton down in left field. Tinney's really good in left field for Florence. Piotnik is solid. And then the guy that we saw last night that reminds me of Hayward of the Cubs is Brandon Pugh. That guy is on another level too. He's got a heck of an arm. So those are my top picks if I was somebody looking at guys that could pick up in the majors right now and put somewhere. Those would be my top guys. This one fouled out of play. Robbie Ross, he's been to the show. Lincoln Hensman, he'll get to the show one day real soon. He's a really solid pitcher. Really good, solid pitcher. This one right back up to Robbie. He gloves it, throws the second, fires over to first. They got the double play. A 1-4-3 double play. 1-4-3 on that one. So Robbie makes the nice play there on the mound. Let's get a close-up look at him. 1-4-3. All right, 45 is the pitcher for the Florence Yalls. If anybody knows who 45 is, let us know. 45, but stepping up to the plate for the Lexington Legends. It's going to be 21, and that is Drew Ellis. So Ellis at the plate, and 45 the pitcher for the Florence Yalls. 45 we're not seeing on our roster, so we're hoping that somebody at home can let us know who that is. This one fouled back on the screen. The score 9-0. The Florence Yalls leading the Lexington Legends here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Drew Ellis at the plate, so we're going to send up Drew Ellis, Cornett, and Clay Camp. Ellis with a 1-1 count. The pitch, big swing and a miss. Ellis digging back in. And that pitch upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield playing back here against Drew Ellis, our third baseman. That one upstairs as well, so the count now full here to Drew. Ellis tonight flied out, struck out, grounded out. That one inside. He'll draw a walk this at bat. So Ellis on first. And here's Dalton Cornett coming back up to the plate. Dalton's got a base hit tonight. Pitch, that one inside. I want to say that that's Martinez out on the mound, but we're not 100% sure. But I think that's their closer, Edgar Martinez, is who that is. Again, we're not 100% sure. And that pitch misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes here. So Dalton Cornett, Drew Ellis over there at first base. This one broken bat down the third base line, but foul. Pieces of that bat ended up over by the Legends dugout. The bat just kind of exploded. So Cornett will get him a new bat. Pitch came in there at 93 miles an hour. And you can only imagine swinging a 93 mile an hour fastball, if you will. This pitch drilled but foul. That one was 84 mile an hour. That was this changeup we just saw. 2 balls, 2 strikes here at the plate to Cornett. Ellis getting a lead over there at first with his face mask up, where he's got his, they call those gaiters, I believe. This one, foul ball, will make it into the stands. So a souvenir for one of the fans here in attendance. You guys are watching the game live here on the Legends Broadcast Network. William Warfield here with you, the king of stream, as we bring you Lexington Legends baseball here on the network. We are live once again on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. And we thank everybody for tuning in. This pitch outside, and the count goes full. Mordecai is who we're being told. Ryan Mordecai is the pitcher. Thank you to Melissa and Stark Kinkle. That's Ryan Mordecai. Just going to chop her down to first base. That is handled over there by Belsky. Throws to second, but he gets loose. So we'll have a runner out at second. Belsky makes the play at first. So there's one down here in the top of the ninth for the Legends. Ryan Mordecai is the pitcher. Aquino up to the plate, seeing his first bat of the night. Takes a big cut, and Mordecai threw that one right by him. Ellis out at second. Aquino at the plate. That pitch in there for a strike. Mordecai with a nice pitch again. Mordecai checking the runner at second, delivers to the plate and just inside. Celeste Morton says we'll get him next. Lots of games still to be played in this Battle of the Bourbon Trail. Again, we'll have more baseball starting on Wednesday night here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Come on out to the ballpark. 25-cent hot dog night. This one fouled back to the screen. You can't beat quarter hot dog night. I mean, you can literally get 10 hot dogs for $2.50. You can't even get one hot dog in any other part for $2.50. But you can get 10 here on Wednesdays. That's amazing. Strike three, swinging, 2 down. So Jacob Schuler will go one-on-one with Mordecai. Schuler stepping in from that left side. Let's take a look at Mordecai here. This guy's all about his business. Schuler with a big cut. He's trying to send that thing over to Paris. Or what town would be straight right field over there? What town would that be? I guess that would be, would that be Paris? Okay. That one upstairs. And Ellis just kind of strolled over to third. He just walked over there. Not in a hurry at all. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So we got a runner on third, and Jacob Schuler at the plate, and the Legends will score a run as Ellis comes home and scores on the wild pitch. We are on the board. The Legends on the board here tonight. And our score 9-1 here in the top of the ninth. Schuler at the plate. Sally Frank, we appreciate you watching. Thank you. Good luck to your Seahawks, but we'll see you here on the 26th at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. 2 balls. Make that 3 balls, 1 strike to count here to Schuler. There's the 3-1, and that one in there for a strike. The count goes full. Schuler, he was taking his shin guard off and getting ready to head down to first base, but the umpire says, nope, that is a strike. So the Legends down to their last strike here. Mordecai with the pitch. That pitch down low. So now Schuler will take off his shin guard and walk down to first. They just made him work for it a little hard. And Austin Newman will be the next batter. Here's Austin Newman swinging on the first pitch. It's popped up, and Baker hauls it in, and that's your final, folks. The final here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. 9-2. The Florence Yalls defeat the Lexington Legends. And that's going to do it for us here as well, as this one now over. Again, the final score 9-1. Florence defeats Lexington. We'll see you guys again on Wednesday here live from Whitaker Bank Ballpark in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky.